On May 25, 1979, a McDonnell Douglas DC-10 aircraft operated by American Airlines was conducting a regular domestic Flight 191 from Chicago to Los Angeles. The aircraft carried 271 people on board. The weather over Chicago was clear, with a northeasterly wind blowing at 40 km per hour, and visibility reached 24 kilometers. At O'Hare Airport, the crew was preparing for departure. The flight was operated by an experienced crew, Captain Walter Lux, who had worked for American Airlines for 28 years and 5 months and was qualified on 17 aircraft types, including the Boeing 707, 727, DC-6, DC-7, and DC-10. The captain had logged over 22,500 flight hours, including more than 3,000 on the DC-10. First Officer James Dillard had worked for American Airlines for 12 years and 10 months, logging over 9,270 hours, including more than 1,000 on the DC-10. Flight engineer Alfred Udovich had 24 years of experience with the airline, logging over 15,000 flight hours, including 750 on the DC-10. At 2:50 p.m., the aircraft was towed to the runway and began taxiing toward runway 32. The aircraft weighed 172 tons, within acceptable limits for its takeoff decision speed of 257 km per hour, nose gear rotation speed of 269 km per hour, and minimum safe climb speed of 283 km per hour. During engine startup and taxiing, ground personnel observed nothing unusual. At 3:02 p.m., the aircraft lined up on the runway for takeoff. Shortly after receiving clearance, the aircraft began its takeoff roll. However, 1,800 meters down the runway, the left engine and its pylon separated from the wing, tearing off a 1-meter section of the leading edge. Fuel began leaking, leaving a white trail behind the aircraft. The separation also severed electrical and hydraulic lines. The resulting loss of hydraulic pressure caused the left wing slats to retract, disrupting airflow. The crew, unaware of the engine's detachment, attempted to manage the situation. At 3:04 p.m., shortly after liftoff, the aircraft reached an altitude of 122 meters, but the asymmetry in wing lift caused the left wing to stall. The aircraft rolled to the left, reaching a bank angle of 122 degrees, and crashed into a trailer park 1.5 kilometers from the runway. All 271 people on board and 2 on the ground were killed. 5 trailer homes were destroyed, and 2 others were damaged. The National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, launched an investigation, grounding all DC-10 aircraft from June 6 to July 13, 1979, impacting 270 aircraft worldwide and causing massive financial losses for airlines. The final report, published on December 21, 1979, revealed that the engine separation was caused by improper maintenance procedures conducted at Tulsa Airport in Oklahoma. A mechanic failed to follow correct procedures for removing and reattaching the engine. The engine had been lifted with a forklift, causing stress fractures in the pylon, which eventually led to the failure. The mechanic, reportedly devastated by his role in the accident, took his own life. Until the September 11 attacks, this was the deadliest aviation accident on U.S. soil. It remains the worst accident involving a DC-10 in the United States. To learn more, check out our video on the crash of United Airlines Flight 232, another tragic DC-10 incident. If you like our content, please support our channel. The tragedy of American Airlines Flight 191 stands as one of the most devastating events in aviation history. It underscored the critical importance of adhering to proper maintenance procedures and ensuring rigorous oversight of aircraft condition. A single error led to catastrophic consequences, serving as a lesson not only for American Airlines but for the entire aviation industry. In the aftermath, stricter regulations for engine inspections and maintenance protocols were implemented, along with enhanced training standards for personnel. While this disaster left a lasting mark, it also became a catalyst for improvements that have since saved countless lives. The memory of the victims of Flight 191 serves as a solemn reminder that safety in aviation depends not only on technology but also on discipline, responsibility, and attention to detail at every stage of flight operations.